Obviously, this is overall the killing of Bin Laden is a significant blow to Al-Qaeda and to Al-Qaeda affiliates around the world. However, it also has to be considered that it could, in fact, boost the Al-Qaeda brand, because we have to remember that this is not a hierarchical operational organization, that Bin Laden mainly served to inspire groups around the world. So this is not going to affect the operations of Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula or Al-Qaeda in East Africa and other places, but it will remove an inspirational figure from the equation, which could have an effect. Obviously, the fact that he was killed in Pakistan, and if we believe U.S. officials that the Pakistani government was not actually informed of the action, this is interesting because it shows perhaps that the U.S. administration, the Obama administration, didn't trust the Pakistani government to provide that information. It could mean that some of the rumors that elements of the Pakistani government and security apparatus may have even been providing some level of support to Bin Laden. The Pakistanis have intimated that they did provide some intelligence, so it's not clear what is the truth here. However, this could possibly lead to a decline in U.S.-Pakistani relations, possibly going forward. The Afghans are quite happy about the situation. One of the main reasons that President Karzai is so pleased is that Bin Laden was killed on Pakistani territory, and this to him is a vindication of what they've been saying for several years now, which is that the war on terror should primarily be fought in Pakistani territory, that's where Al-Qaeda's leadership and the majority of its members are operating, and in fact, to take that a step further, that's where the Taliban leadership is operating. So the U.S. should shift a lot of its pressure into military operations into Pakistan. So there's a strained relationship between the Afghans and the Pakistanis, and this now will provide Karzai and his administration some room for gloating and grandstanding. So it will be interesting to look ahead and to see how this might affect the tempo of operations within Afghanistan. I can't imagine it's going to affect it very much. The United States has tried, and Secretary of State Clinton has tried to draw a parallel between the killing of Bin Laden and the Taliban insurgency in Afghanistan by saying that this is a sign of U.S. resolve, that the U.S. will not give up. But of course, these are very different conflicts. The search for Bin Laden and the conflict in Afghanistan are very different. And so I think those words in many ways are quite hollow, because the United States is showing that over the next couple of years it is going to be withdrawing some of its forces. And the Taliban, of course, are not Al-Qaeda. They're not an international jihadi organization, even if they have sympathies with Al-Qaeda and for Al-Qaeda in some relationship with Al-Qaeda. But their primary focus is to retake power within Afghanistan and to remove American forces from Afghanistan. So I don't think that this is going to affect the Afghan theater much in the days, months, and years going forward.